Praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakach Wadash, giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Shalom to the elect of Israel, or the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the remnant that the Lord will have mercy on in these latter days. Shalom to the men of the Lord that are prophesying, preaching, and teaching on the highways and byways in sincerity and in truth. Shalom, shalom. And I have this will be real quick, just to show the brothers that Second Esdras, the 15th chapter, which is really the only precept I want to bring out here. Hey, it's happening, man. You can see it here breaking. New York City will have checkpoints into the city to trace travelers from 35 states with fines up to $10,000 if visitors do not quarantine for 14 days. Now, you know, America is a place where the vast majority of people barely even have $500 in savings, you know, in their accounts. So Esau Edom is basically forcing you here. You know, this is starting with New York, but he's basically forcing you to comply if you want to get into the city, if you want to stay there, or even visit. They're locking you down now. If they're passing this already, New York is usually a place where things start and it starts to spread out and ripple elsewhere in the country. You know, it says de Blasio said on Wednesday the checkpoints are designed to send a clear message. Anyone caught entering NYC on bridges or tunnels from one of the designated states will be told to quarantine. The checks on cars will be random, with every sixth or eighth car being checked. It's unclear how de Blasio will check on whether or not people are actually quarantining once they pass the checkpoint. Now, this bullet right here, it says it's unclear, but we know that Esau Edom is going to implement the chip, which is the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. So you can see how this thing is ramping up and how it's all being connected. Currently, it says currently, anyone entering NY state from COVID-19 hotspot states are being told to self-isolate for 14 days. Now, if you don't, what do they have the authority to do? Charge you 10 grand right now, which will bankrupt the vast majority of people, or maybe even lock you up if you don't pay the fine. What are you going to do if you can't pay it? For now, we know they have it on your phone, but eventually that's not going to be enough. They're going to want to put that chip in you so they can track you accurately. Let me just read this real quick, and then, like I said, just be real quick and we get out of here. It says, this is Second Esdras 15 and 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of the pride of their cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And many shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. So that's the next step. Economic turmoil, people wilding out in the streets. The Lord is getting ready to do a heavy, heavy judgment on this place. So I just wanted to bring that out and share that with you, Akim. Hopefully y'all were edified. Call halal Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Chach Wadash, Wa Abad Ball.